In this video, we wanted to show what it's like to drop over the rim rock and hike down to areas that don't get a lot of fishing pressure. We scouted the river from the top of the rim rock. My approach was to go in prepared, fish, trying to match the hatch, and take just about everything I thought I needed. My buddy's approach, on the other hand, was a more simplistic one. He's ex-military, he goes in with the basic stuff, and I'm pretty sure he just scares the fish into the net. Dropping down into the canyon, we could tell right away that it was going to be a very hot day, so we knew we'd be looking for deeper channels, deeper pools, water that offered cooler temperatures for the fish. There was a lot of brush, bouldering, and other obstacles to work through to get to the river. We started fishing right away using both dries and wet flies. My friend went one way, I went the other. I started pulling in fish, as I said, right away. A lot of small fish, right? My friend, I later learned, landed 4 really nice trout right out of the gate. Meanwhile, I think I had it has to be my personal record on just number of fish caught in a day. Lots and lots and lots of white fish, and a lot of just small trout, kind of in that 8 to 10 inch category. I kept fishing for a while and just had a lot of fun pulling in these small and medium-sized fish. After a while though, I did run out of water, and luckily I had this water filtration system that I used to get a drink. I then started wondering where my friend was, so I sent the drone up and sent it down the river, and you'll see him right there under that magnifying glass. That gives you a sense of the scale of the area we were fishing. So I headed his way. We fished together for a while. You'll see him here again, a drone shot. Notice the deeper water in front of him. He caught a couple other big ones. I continued to catch small and medium-sized fish throughout the day. And then I remembered an area that I'd scouted from the top of the canyon. There was this fast water that went into a channel. It dropped into a plunge pool. It had a little bit of a back eddy, and then it just had a tail out into some deep water with just a beautiful foam line. The arrows are showing the foam line that I want to fish. And here you're going to see, again for scale, me getting set up to fish that foam line. So I started fishing that foam line and started having some luck. I fished it pretty hard, I have to say. I ended up going down all the way to a size 22 nymph and lost a couple fish just because that's such a small hook. Here I'm being pretty careful getting this fish in the net. It's water you do not want to fall into. It's pretty deep. Finally I hooked this fish and I stepped down onto a rock and scooped him into the net. This was the best fish of the day for me. Here he is. You know, he's not a giant, but I was just kind of happy to catch him and ended the day on a high note. As I said, my buddy caught several much larger than that, but it's always fun to get a good fish at the end of the day. After that, I hiked out of this area, worked my way back to the 4Runner. It's always good to see the 4Runner at the end of the day. Really fun stuff getting deep down into the canyon and fishing away from the crowds. All good stuff, guys. Thanks for watching.